Hi guys, my name is Steve, and today's video is going to be a little more serious, so I probably won't be trying to make as many jokes. I make a lot of jokes normally. I try to at least. They're probably not funny to anyone except myself. But yeah, today's video is going to be a little more serious. I've got 2 portions left of some American knockoff snooze. I'm going to throw them in and then get to the topic. I can actually put them in. There we go. Pretty sure I've reviewed this stuff before. I'm almost certain I've reviewed Skull Mint Snooze before. But today, I'm going to be talking to people who are furries, like myself. As you can probably tell by the title of this video. Now, this fandom has a problem. And everyone's aware of it. Whether you're part of the problem or not, you know that this exists. And I'm not talking about pedophiles, I'm not talking about zoophiles. I'm talking about the other end of the spectrum. I'm talking about the people who witch hunt people on basically no evidence at all. And, even if they are a zoophile or a pedophile, you're going about things the wrong way. Because, one, you're not... okay. I don't know how it is in other countries, but I know a lot of these people live in the United States. So, in the United States, we have this little thing. I can't remember which amendment it is, but you're innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. And this is a problem with basically any form of vigilante justice. It's not just, vigilantism, and I don't think that's a word, but I'm going to say it anyway, in the furry community or furry fandom or whatever. It exists in all forms of it. You just get this idea in your head that this person has done something bad, and then you just go after them. You harass them or assault them or whatever, which is bad, because even if there is evidence suggesting that they haven't been proven guilty in the court of law, so therefore they are innocent. Let's take Kara the Wolf. This is an old topic by now, but let's use Kara the Wolf as an example, or Kira the Wolf as an example. I can't remember. It was last year at this point, I think now, but I still remember it pretty well. Where it came out that he had supposedly was like a zoophile and had sex with animals and raped puppies to death. I don't know. But all this stuff came out, and then everyone just dogpiled onto him and started just harassing the hell out of him with some evidence, but this evidence was not exactly the best evidence available, and still, we are not the ones who should be deciding whether this person is guilty or innocent. That should be done by a jury. We are not the jury. But that's the problem, if they are guilty, but let's forget the possibility of them being guilty. If they're innocent and they truly didn't do it, and you're harassing this person, and if they're a furry, there's a higher than average chance that this person is already depressed or suicidal or whatever, and this person is completely innocent, and then they just have this random accusation made by someone who just doesn't like them, and they come up with fake evidence or whatever, or they just say it, and this person's innocent, but then all of these people start harassing them and just adding on to it. That is not good for this person, because you're taking a person who is already, mentally unwell, or, depressed or whatever, and you're just throwing a ton of harassment towards them. That is not a good thing. I don't think I need to tell you that that is not a good thing. And let's look at the other end. If they are guilty, if, say, they're a zoophile, but they're a zoophile, but they've never touched an animal in their life. Like, I mean, they really haven't done anything wrong, have they? If they've never hurt an animal before, have they really done anything wrong? And even if they have, you know what? That's not for me to decide if they have or haven't. But even if they have, vigilante justice is not good. Put them through a court of law and give them a reasonable punishment. I think this one's the 8th Amendment, is the one that's against cruel or unusual punishment. Don't harass them. Don't do this and that. If you have evidence that someone is truly hurting an animal or a kid or whatever, and you see that they are doing this, turn them into the police. Don't go on Twitter and have a witch hunt against them. Turn them into the police so there can be a legitimate investigation, so that person can go and, you know, have a legitimate trial by jury of their own peers or whatever, so they can get an actual punishment instead of being harassed and assaulted or whatever. Because, you know, or, and let's go back to them being innocent. If they're harassed, say they're harassed to the point where they actually kill themselves. You know what? Or even if they are guilty, they're harassed to the point they kill themselves. Do you really want that on your conscience? I know a ton of people would be like, yeah, well, if they did this and that, then yeah. But seriously, I wouldn't want that on my conscience. I wouldn't want to know that I did this, especially if they were innocent, that I did this, and then this person was driven to suicide because I came up with these accusations just because I didn't like this person. You see what I'm saying? I know I'm getting a little upset here. It's hard for me to keep a level head with this sort of thing. Thankfully, none of this has ever happened to someone I personally call a friend, because I don't know how I would handle that. Because if you don't know me, I love my friends, and I'm very protective of them. To the best of my ability, at least. I don't know what I would do. And it would be a very hard spot for me to be in, especially if there was decent evidence against them. It would be hard for me to personally ignore the evidence until they were proven guilty, or whatever. But still, stop with the witch hunting. This is mainly to furries right now. But to any fandom or community or anybody who could be watching, don't go on witch hunts against people. It can never end well. Like I said, if you have evidence that someone is truly doing something wrong, turn them into the police. Don't, like I said, don't go on Twitter, don't go on YouTube, don't do this and that. Because anything that can come from that is not good. Nothing good can come from it. That's what I'm trying to say. And I hope I've made sense while I'm saying this. But, yeah. It's just not good. You know? Anyway. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Hopefully the next video is a little happier. Bye.